Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Happy Hour podcast. Of course, I'm Ray and Matt's back tonight. Of course, this is our second episode. We fairly rarely get episodes where it's Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. Like that's three back to back. But of course, it was in week. I'm going on vacation on Saturday. So Saturday I leave for vacation. This is a reschedule. So really Friday was a regular episode. Now Natasha Nice is going to be joining us tonight. Also, Caitlin Bell will be our guest co-host. So both of them should be coming through momentarily. We always start a little bit early just to get our, juices flowing and, all that fun stuff. And also last week we debuted our new beer of the week, but we did not talk about it, which Matt, you want to say what the new beer of the week is?
The new beer of the week is Stone Tangerine Express.
And it is
hazy IPA.
Hazy IPA. Oh, look at this. It has a nice little description on the can, which I always. So let's see. A tropical hazy IPA with tangerine and pineapple. This creation's uniquely hazy appearance is a credit to the glorious whole tangerine puree in every batch. Using the whole fruit allows us to harness every bit of natural depth of character from the juice to the zest and everything in between. Add just the right amount of pineapple and being Stone, a whole lot of hops. And this beer is rounded off and being rounded off an amazingly hazy, citrusy, tasty paradise of flavors and aromas. I can see that. So you can taste the hoppiness of it.
I'm a little upset I don't taste the pineapple.
Yeah, I didn't know there was pineapple.
But I can taste the orange or the tangerine.
Like you see on the front orange. I didn't see anything with tangerine. So tangerine is orange with pineapple. But you can taste the orange. I mean, IPAs are everywhere. Like we do so many damn IPAs on the show. And I think what I'm going to do is when I go to Deep Creek this weekend, I might see if there's some places up there that have local brews that aren't as close to here. So we can start filtering in other stuff. Like I want to grab stuff from different states and all that when I'm there at work and, all that stuff as well. And of course, Jason is already in the live feed. What's going on, buddy? Of course, we're here on YouTube Live. So anybody who jumps in, make sure you jump in. Of course, for those of you watching this after the fact, we are on the Planet X network. Make sure you find us on Roku. So our episodes are going to run every 2 weeks. Our vintage episodes starting from number 1 this coming Friday, working all the way up on Friday nights at 1 a.m. Eastern time, 10 p.m. Pacific time. However, they are available on video on demand. So you can watch them right now on Roku. So once they go through to Roku, do that. And then Saturday is our current run episode. So this one and the one with Reagan Fox will air 100% on Roku next week. So make sure you check those out. And Natasha's in the room. So really
a lot of episodes.
Real quick, what we're going to do our featured shot real quick. And then we'll let Natasha into the room. So of course our featured shot is none other than Crown Royale Vanilla. So shout out to Crown Royale and Crown Royale Vanilla. So we're going to go ahead and just pour this guy right here. We're going to do this, and then we'll admit Natasha into the room, and we will rock and roll with the regular scheduled programming. So she's a little bit early, so she might still be getting a little bit configured and all that fun stuff. Ooh. So
you didn't want to salute me off? Jesus Christ.
I'll salute you all.
I'll salute you me later, you fucking asshole.
So, all right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and hit that and admit Natasha in. She's probably still setting up and all that good stuff. But man, no, I was telling you a little bit before we started. We had bad storms, bad storms this weekend. Hey, how are you? Hey. How you doing?
What's up, guys? I'm good. How are you?
It's been a while. So I was telling Matt a little bit before we went on. Of course, we're here on YouTube Live. That we had really bad storms on Monday, and we didn't have power for 14 hours. Power was gone.
Are you guys in Hawaii?
No, we are in Baltimore. So we had a tree fall down onto the power lines, and my sump pump stopped working. So I see the water coming up, rising in the pump, and I'm like, fuck my life. So I had to take a big cup, scoop it into the pit, dump it in a bucket, and dump the bucket into the sink for 9 fucking hours. It was like
God.
medieval torture. Like, I feel like this is the way you kill somebody back in the medieval days. It
Understand.
was just fucking brutal. And of course, you just went on a pretty big trip. You went to, let's see, Paris, Italy, Spain. You went to all those places. Like, like from online, it seems like you were there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. Like, how long were you up there?
It was just going to be 2 weeks at first. Like when I first booked it in January, I was like, just 2 weeks, going to go to France, visit my grandma. And then like right around May, I was like, you know what, let's go see the rest. Fuck it. And then I added Italy and a fucking Mediterranean cruise on, and might as well, right?
Nice. And like up there, like, do you feel that up those places that people recognize you more there than what they do here?
Oh my God. Everybody over there recognized me. I was like, this is kind of nice. I might move here. I'm not even like, everybody on the cruise ship recognized me. Everybody in France recognized me. They were stopping me. I was like, shit, I'm with my fucking mom, bro. Because my mom came with me to France. So, and like every like waiter or whatever was like, nice to like gauge my tone about it. It was really awesome.
Were they saying nice as in nice, like you look nice, or nice as in you're Natasha Nice?
They were saying it like that, like to let me know. Yeah. It was dope.
What all did you get into in each place? Like, is there anything that like jumps out at you, like from any of those places that like you did while you're up there?
I thought Rome was really fucking cool. Honestly, I thought I was gonna maybe hate it or whatever, because it was like such a religious history. I don't know, but I actually really liked it. Paris, I just went to like visit family or whatever, and I just saw it as an adult because I hadn't been back in like so long. So I was just excited to see. It's changed a lot. It's gotten like more modern or whatever, but whatever, that's life. And then the cruise, I'm just obsessed with like the ocean. So like I would just like geek out and stare at the water like an old lady, and I was just so happy.
See, it's funny because like I've never done a cruise, and I don't want to, because like I hate like being on the ocean, because I always have that unreasonable fear of the boat may sink, and there's things in the ocean that kill you. There's sharks, there's whales, there may be aliens in the ocean. I don't know. We don't know what's there. So whenever we go places, I'm just kind of like, is there a pool? Because I love to swim, but I don't want to swim with barracudas. Like that's
most cruises you go on have pools.
Yeah. There was an indoor pool and an outdoor pool, but they don't let you like, they don't like let you off the ship directly into that water. They like take you off into some like safer place where the boats aren't docked or whatever. But no, I was thinking about that too. I'm like, what's underneath us right now? Is it a whale? Is it a submarine?
You know what you do to really fuck with people? You make the whole bottom of the boat transparent. And you let people go down to where you see like the whole curve of the bottom of the boat and what's underneath of you, and just what's swimming around. Like you're looking, you're like, is that Ted? Like, why is Ted under the boat? Oh no, Ted fell off the side. Like, it's just.
No, we well, on the cruise we did stop in. The last stop was Barcelona, and we went to an aquarium because all that staring out into the ocean and not seeing any animals. Like I'm a marine biology fan or whatever. So I was like, let's go fucking see some sharks. And they had an enormous shark tank, like it was a tunnel made of glass. And there were huge fucking sharks, like small ones, big ones, and just these enormous ones, and eels and rays. And I was like, I love this. This is my happy place. I love being scared, but not in danger at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
The best part is when when you go to the aquarium and they're feeding all of the fish and the sharks and all that, and they throw like just a big chunk of meat in there, and all the sharks are just scrambling to rip it apart, and you're just kind of like, if I fall over this railing right now, it's going to be me. That's happen.
Definitely wait till after they've eaten. We saw some like fish heads just kind of like hanging out at the bottom. I guess they hadn't gotten around to eating them yet, so they were just there.
We'll save those for later.
Now, I heard with Paris, I saw a video on TikTok, and of course, knowing the source, which is TikTok, it's probably the fakest thing in the world. But I did see that there's area like where the Eiffel Tower is. It's really nice, But there are areas to where you look like you kind of look around and you're like, am I in downtown Baltimore? Like, why is there a homeless man right here? Like, is it like that with Paris too? Because I've never been. So I saw that. I was like, man, I didn't know it was like that, like around like that surrounding area.
Yeah, it's a major metropolitan city, so there's going to be everything. There's going to be class differences and everything. So yeah, it's a lot like LA. It's like over here, you've got like fucking, I don't know what, like Louis Vuitton. And then 2 blocks over, you've got like poor people like struggling. Yeah. So I don't think people really realize that about Paris. They just think it's all like monarchy and let them eat cake. But that's a really ignorant perspective. Obviously, there are poor people there.
Yeah. And of course, our guest co-host Caitlin Bell. She's here also. How you doing, Caitlin? We're talking to Natasha a little bit about her trip. She went to Italy, Spain, and France recently. So now up there, was there like a big like language difference up there, like with all the places you went to, or did most of them speak like English where you could understand, where most places like, yeah, I don't know what's happening?
Yeah, pretty much most places spoke English. So like Italy was the biggest struggle, if anything, but they all spoke English. I mean, sometimes they'd look at you like, fucking really, like speak the language, but for the most part, they all spoke English or French.
I've heard that about Italy, where they speak mainly English, but they rather you speak to them in Italian. So
yes, for sure.
What do you think was your favorite dish out of all the places you went to, out of all those places that you ate?
Well, the cruise had a really good sushi restaurant.
Okay.
And it was all inclusive, so I really liked that. But there was this French restaurant that I went to for my birthday called L'Alma. And I had a filet mignon after visiting the Eiffel Tower, and it was just like a perfect evening. It was so fucking good. It's just like my knife just like sliced right through it, and it was all juicy. After sauce, it was so good.
Nice.
Yeah, the guy's just like, nice.
Very good. Yes.
And of course, both of you ladies have been on this show before. Caitlin, your guest co-hosting, you've been on before the guest co-host. You know, we get into all kinds of different stuff. Natasha, last time you were on, I don't think we did the news articles. I think that's going to be new for you. We basically sit there, we read news articles, and we just react to all of the news articles. This one isn't really a news article. It's something that happened over the week. Did you guys hear about that brawl that broke out in Montgomery, Alabama? Like, it was just
my friend told me about it this morning.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly happened to it. Apparently, it had something to do with a ferry and a boat, and like they were asking the boat to move out of the way of the ferry, this, that, and another, and some racist terms were used, and then a big fight broke out. And one of the things that happened is some old dude, WWE style, hit another dude with a chair. And yeah, so it like turned into like the biggest like meme thing. Let me see if I can find that fucking photo. Hold on, where the hell is it? Oh, right here. So it turned into like one of the, you know how like the internet works and all that shit, that when something like that happens, you get all these photoshopped images of what's going on with it. So this is pretty much what it was. And they were like fighting on the pier, like right there. Like you can see that dude. Like I'm praying to God that this dude fell like in between those cracks. Like if I get glommed with the chair, like I want to just drift to my death, like in between.
Oh no.
That's just the whole thing.
Oh, that photo right there. Oh wow.
Yeah. That doesn't look fun.
Yeah, it does not. And I mean, like how do you break? Like you're fighting on a pier. Like I would just start throwing motherfuckers in the water. Like jaw, throw them in the water. Grab by the jaw, throw in the water. Like,
but they could pull you in. They just have to grab onto your shirt. Like that really hurt them.
Yeah. If Natasha and Caitlin are there, they're like, we need to grab the shirt and go. Like we need to.
They could use us for flotation.
It's feeling nice. Yeah.
You guys end up in a situation where you're on a pier and a brawl breaks out and you need to fight your way to the other end of the pier. What is the first thing you're grabbing to fight your way through a crowd going nuts on a pier?
No, I go full ninja. well, maybe ninja's not the right word. Ninja's not the right word. But you know how when you're at like a concert and it's like a mosh pit and you've got to get to the front and you just find a way to like sliver your way through, but you do it? I would do that. Maybe on the ground. I would fucking haul ass. Like, I don't need this.
Just throwing hands.
Yeah.
Are we trying to escape the situation or be a part of it?
I would say escape. I would say, like, let's say you get off the ferry and you step off and you just see like 40 people fighting. And you're like, well, my Uber's over there. Like, how are you getting yourself through that?
I would probably watch the fight, work itself out at a distance because it'd be entertaining, but I'd still be safe at the distance. And then I'd make it to where I had to go once it parted ways. Everyone parted ways.
So you take a video for your Instagram and then you run.
Make sure I'm far enough.
As soon as I see someone getting blasted with a chair, I'm just going to be like, oh, okay. I've done this before. Like at that point, I'm grabbing a chair because I'm not afraid of. I've had my brains scrambled for 20 years from chairs being hit into my head from wrestling. So
I'm going to a wrestling show this weekend.
are you really? Where are you going to the show at?
In LA. I think it's at that convention center downtown.
Oh, nice. Is it AEW or whatever?
Yeah, it's the smaller one.
Nice.
Sorry, go on.
Always a great time. And like, I mean, I don't understand like the whole thing. Like, imagine you're on a ferry. I've never been on a ferry, but like a ferry doesn't look like it's as much stable as a regular boat. And like, imagine jumping off of a ferry. Like, I had to put a copier onto a yacht one time, and I almost died doing that, trying to step off the deck to put a copier that you're carrying onto a yacht that's bouncing up and down. And I almost fell in between the pier and the fucking yacht. And I'm like, why is this guy putting
ferries are pretty you put cars on them.
Yeah, you do put cars on them.
Because when I went to North Carolina, when they transport from island to island, you just ride your car on there.
Now you just unlocked the new fear. Like, if you go on the ferry and you decide, hey, we need a place to fuck, and you're like, why don't we just go over and we fuck in the car? And like, so you're in your car on
the ferry,
and then the ferry starts to go down, and you're like, mid-position change. You just see all of the cars moving, and it's just like, do we finish?
And the water coming.
You finish, of course. You finish.
You don't finish. Oh my god, you get the hell out.
Finish it.
The car just hits the water, and you're like, it's all right. There's no.
Dude. I can't feel that good.
This is the last time.
This is how
I'll finish it.
Matt's like, I die in this 1990 Volvo just like this.
I'll finish on myself. I don't care. You can run like hell, but I'm finishing.
You can run and finish at the same time.
I can.
So did you guys hear about the Lizzo story?
Yes. Okay, that was shocking.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Lizzo, is that the singer?
Yes. Did you hear about that? So apparently stuff came out that her dancers were saying that they were, I think they said it was the Netherlands or something like that. They were in the Netherlands, and they went to a sex club, and she forced them to eat a banana out of the dancer's pussy. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, I've done that with a stripper at their parties.
Yeah, but
were you forced to?
I don't see how, like me, like when they were like that, I'm like, I don't see how to, like, I can see if you're married or something. No, I don't really see if it's like,
if you're being forced to do it, I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I wouldn't care.
You're just tainted because you hang out with a bunch of people like us.
Right.
I think that's completely normal.
We would totally do it. I would totally eat a banana out of a girl's pussy, but like other people don't have that in their work setting.
No, yeah, and it probably really freaked her out.
This is a fucking Monday or Tuesday. You're eating bananas.
You have to dance tomorrow.
So have both of you done that?
I have never eaten a banana out of pussy, but I would. I have no problem not.
Definitely a banana.
Okay. So nice. Natasha, have you done it or not?
What?
Have you done it?
No, I don't think I've eaten anything out of a girl's pussy. Maybe like whipped cream and chocolate off of her body, but that's it.
Yeah.
Not a banana. I feel like a banana would kind of dry it out.
Mush, yeah, it would get mushy.
I don't know, like what else besides a banana would you? Because when we had the bachelor party, like the girl had like cherries and strawberries, which at one point I thought, I'm like, if someone like fucks this up, like if you have like that friend with like the big nose, I was like, they fucked this up
Speak for
and they
yourself,
hit that a little hard, and that thing kind of shoots into there. Like, are we gonna have to fish this out at this point? Like,
Well, there's a stem. You
If
just,
she's an experienced,
oh, yeah.
I'm out like it.
Just use your teeth to pull it out.
It's nature's tampon.
Yeah.
oh man, wow.
Oh my god. So
Yeah.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into our games real quick. So Natasha, you've been a part of some of our games before. We have added some new games. We've gotten rid of some games real quick. Let me check the stream because we are here on YouTube Live. Let me see. Of course, everybody's saying, hey, what's up? And Jason Rushman asked Natasha, have you ever worked with Tommy Pistol?
Yes, I worked with him once for Kink, and he was awesome.
Yeah, Kink does a lot of awesome scenes.
Pistol.
And
Love it.
Tommy, actually, I've been meaning to get a hold of Tommy and get him on the show.
Mhm.
But what we're going to do, we're going to start off with our first game, which is Superfight. So, Caitlin, have you played Superfight?
I have not. It sounds fun though.
Superfight is new to you. So pretty much what we're going to do is, Natasha, since you're the guest, this is a team game. So you're going to choose anybody in this room to be your partner. So who
Okay.
would you like to have as a partner?
Caitlin.
Yay!
so-
Girls against
So
boys.
what we're going to do is
Alright.
that we have two sets of cards in front of us. We have card deck 1, card deck 2. So each card has a person card, a power-up card, and a weapon card.
Okay.
We're going to reveal what those are, and then we need to argue out how the one set of cards will beat the other set of cards in a fight. So,
Okay.
Natasha, do you want card deck 1 or card deck 2?
Let's do card deck 2.
Card deck 2. All right. So, Matt, what do they have?
2.
You have a crocodile hunter.
Okay, a crocodile hunter.
Good start.
Yes. Who throws fireballs and is armed with a portal gun.
Okay. So, crocodile hunter throws fire,
Crocodile hunter.
armed with a portal gun.
So a portal gun, if I'm not mistaken, is from that one game. What is that? It's from a video game.
Yeah,
I don't know which
but
one.
pretty much
You could
they
help
shoot
us
you
out
go
in
into a
the
different
live
portal.
feed.
But we
Yes.
ended up with, so let's see what ours are. Ours are Hannibal. So we ended up with a Hannibal that shoots blinding lights from his hands. He's armed with a super glue fire hose.
Oh, you're going down.
Oh yeah.
Already lost. Fire.
So
Melt
what we're
your
going to
glue.
do is we're going to argue this out, but everybody in the live stream, they're going to decide who's going to win this super fight. So Natasha and Caitlin, you guys go first. You guys tell us why you think a crocodile hunter that throws fireballs and armed with a portal gun will beat a Hannibal that shoots blinding lights from his hands and he's armed with a super glue fire hose.
Okay, how do you want to do this? You go first or what?
You go first. You're the guest.
All right. Fuck it. Well, the crocodile hunter has a great offense, which is fire. And he can throw that on your guy and whatever else your guy has. And he has great defense because he can just escape the entire situation.
Yeah.
So basically, in both ways, we're on top.
Yeah, he would just melt the glue and then burn the guy and then take off.
Yeah.
I was afraid of the whole melting of the glue because the super glue is flammable. But if he can get around the fireballs, he has a fire hose. He has a super glue fire hose. So he's pretty much ejaculating that hose all over the crocodile hunter. Like crocodile hunter, like by the time we do that, and he has blinding lights, so he can like Iron Man his hands into his eyes.
That's what I'm
So
saying. Now,
you
the
know,
crocodile hunter is a skilled fighter.
Yeah.
If he's anything like Crocodile Dundee, it's got some skills.
does the crocodile hunter already have a stinger in his throat when this starts to happen?
So it depends on how
Obviously
fast you
not.
guys are.
But,
It's
but
all
listen,
about speed in this. It's whoever can pull their weapon out first is the one who's going to win. And
I'm
since the
gonna say-
crocodile hunter is skilled, then he'd be faster.
right, he's skilled, but Hannibal is
You guys are
highly
sticky.
intelligent.
So
Because Hannibal is a sociopath, so he's
Yeah,
pretty.
Hannibal is a
he's
sociopath.
pretty
Also,
intelligent.
work through.
So
he's gonna
probably going to take
Well,
his super glue.
see, I don't know, because I feel like the super glue is counterproductive because Hannibal
Nah.
can't eat the crocodile hunter if
Look,
he's like dried up with
okay,
super
listen,
glue.
dude.
Like,
He's going to blind him with his blinding hands.
You don't think the crocodile hunter has like sunglasses? for,
Yeah,
like,
he's always
really
got
intense
that.
light?
Probably
he doesn't. He just picks up a little alligator and he holds it in
does.
front of his eyes.
Exactly.
I admit to you.
Well, super glue before he can portal through any of the portals.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I
I think it's
I-
a pretty good
I
match.
kind of feel like that with
Well, we're gonna-
ours, that the super glue fire hose can like
It's
work or
counterproductive.
fail. It's kind of counterproductive. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna move on to another game.
Because you
Everybody
lost.
in the
Yeah, you guys totally lost.
Agree
I
that
know
you
how
lost
this
and
is
we
gonna
won.
work. They're gonna choose Natasha and Caitlin just because. So everybody in the live stream, let us know whether or not you think Tasha and Caitlin, with Crocodile Hunter throws fireballs armed with a portal gun, will beat Hannibal armed with a super glue fire hose and can blind people with blinding lights from his hands. So what we're gonna do, we're going to get into extreme personal questions. So there's
Oh man.
Oh God.
on this
Kate,
card.
All right.
with
I'll
Nat-
go first.
there's 2 random questions on the card. You know,
Okay.
one are just like before. You're going to choose A or you're going to choose B. Then you're going to choose anybody in this room to answer the other card. So do you want question A or question B?
Question A.
Question A. All right.
Question A.
Well, actually,
Good one.
Natasha's going to choose.
Oh, I'm gonna choose
Yeah.
question A or B. Let's
Yeah.
go with A.
A. All right.
It's a good
So
one. It's a good one.
A. So besides other people, what else do you enjoy having sex with?
This is for me.
For Natasha.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Who I enjoy having sex with. I mean, my dildos, obviously, and my imagination.
It's the best.
Okay, she's like, and my
Always the
imagine.
best.
I'm just waiting for her to sit there and pull out a video. We had a video last week of this Asian man who fully turned himself into a collie. He spent
Oh, yeah.
$14,000
I heard about that.
Yeah.
This is-
I was
oh,
looking for you,
God.
hey, do you see this man who's a collie? Like, yeah, it was insane. Homeboy was rolling over and all that shit. I'm like,
he looked like a real dog. It was
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
it's
I
like,
get that fetish though. I mean, maybe not going out in public, but just like being all cute and like wagging your ass and like licking their balls and the, cream that comes out of them. Like,
when Natasha's OnlyFans are like, we want you to be a Doberman pincher. That to happen. So now question B. So question B, Natasha, who do you want anybody in this room to answer for question B?
I want you to answer question.
You want me to answer question B? All right.
Put him on the spot.
No, I
So-
want to ask you. I want to ask you. So, Ray, what happened the last time you felt intimidated sexually?
And
This is good.
well, that's probably the last time I had sex with my wife, when she was extremely angry because I wasn't sure if sex was going to happen or if I was
For
going to
sure.
get my throat slit
I feel
while
Okay.
sex was happening. Because my wife watches a lot of those murder shows. So if for some
she
reason
knows
if
how to
this
hide a
show
body.
ceased to exist one day, it's probably because
She murdered you.
she killed me. So we're going to check the thread real quick. We're going to see if anybody has, and everybody in the thread, let us know who you think won a super fight, whether or not it was us or Natasha and Caitlin. And we will come back to that in a minute. So now we have 3 random cards drawn out of the deck. Never have I ever. So if you've done it, raise your hand. If you want to give us an explanation, you can.
Oh.
If not, we're not going to hate you for it. So the first one, Matt, you want to roll off that first one?
Lost my cell phone more than twice in one weekend.
I barely lose my phone once.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
like-
I don't think I had. No, I
Like that
haven't.
you needed to get a new one? That kind of lost
I
it?
think so. Yeah. Yeah. Where you had to I watched my friend burn his shorts with his wallet and his cell phone in his pockets at least 4 times, never in one weekend.
Oh
But I
my
watched him do it. He took his shorts off and he's like, and threw them in the fire. And we're like, Bobby, all of your shit is in your pocket.
Wow.
You just watch his shit
Brilliant.
go with the flames, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a long day tomorrow. So
I
yeah,
have a friend who loses her phone this like twice a night.
Wow. See,
I find it in the bathroom. I find it with random strangers. I'm like, girl.
get that phone. But with me, see, my phone is basically my wallet now
yeah.
because I have all my apps and how I pay for
Oh
shit.
yeah, that's right. You have that
Like
weird
that.
little fucking like gimmick.
It's not
on your
that
wallet.
weird. Fuck you. Anyway,
It looks like you have a notebook and you just open.
Oh,
and
what
it's
a
like-
thing.
so yeah, I tend not to lose that now because it's always a part of me.
All right, so this one is probably one across the board. Never have I ever cursed during an interview. Well, on this show, we curse all of the time while we're interviewing and talking to people.
Are they talking about like, because they gotta be more specific.
Well,
Well, talking about a job interview.
Yeah, see, it says an interview. I don't know if it's a job interview or what. Like, I've never cursed during a job interview. I have cursed during interviews. So I'm going to drink for cursing during an interview that we've had on the show.
Well, it's
But-
probably easier for them because if they had a job interview, like, I mean,
Yeah.
fuck, shit, cock, cunt, pussy is a pretty like common language.
We all lost.
Yeah, but
All
I don't
right,
know. Maybe.
So,
I only had one normal job interview though. The rest weren't interviews. They were just like, you want to do it or not?
what was the normal job interview? Was it like, what was it for, like another job outside of porn?
Yeah, it was for computer science, and I just went in there like trying to prove that I knew how to work a computer. So there wasn't really much like room to say fuck, shit, piss, or whatever. But I did kind of shoot myself in the foot once when I was taking a speech class, and the instructor was like, okay, now everybody's going to tell us one unique thing about them. And all I had known up until that point was porn. So I was just like, my name is, Tatiana, and I like to read porn. And that was my one unique character trait that I told the whole class. And he was like, okay. And like moved on to the next.
See me after class.
So were you doing porn at that point, or?
That was like at the beginning when I took a break, like right at the start when I just took a break and decided to.
So we had a guest on a couple weeks ago, Sawyer Cassidy, and she said that someone, when she was in college, someone came across her porn and she took a class and they played it in front of the whole entire class. Did you have anything like that happen? Because could you imagine that? Like they go to put on whatever class video is, and next thing you know,
I would have broken the computer if somebody did that to me. That is not cool.
That's
It's
not cool at
really-
all.
yeah,
The
That's
fuck, they're in
so-
college. You would think they'd be like over that shit.
like
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, does it make me wrong if someone does that? I'm just kind of looking around. I'm like, all right, well,
In the middle of
Yes, it does.
yes.
the computer comes flying. I'm just
Yes.
sitting on an Apple's monitor, just comes this way. Like,
No,
yeah.
don't turn it off. Don't turn it off.
off.
I need to finish.
It's just like in the back of the car. The car is just slowly drifting. You're like, no, I need to finish. Like, so, all right. So here's the last one. So never, oh Jesus Christ, never have I ever stolen a tip off of a table at a restaurant.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's
Oh no.
Oh my God.
no, right.
Shameful. That is so
No.
shameful.
Was it like hard times or like you just wanted it?
Well, I was highly inebriated. And there were these people that were talking a bunch of shit to us at the table. And I guess in my drunken stupor, I felt I was hurting them by taking the tip that they left on the table, when in all actuality, it ended up hurting
The
waitress.
waiter or the
But
waitress.
the story I think of most is there was a time we went to a bar and we got drunk as shit, and we went outside. We went outside, and some guy had a bunch of food that was sitting outside. He wasn't allowed to take the food in there. So we ate his pizza, we ate his sub. And then there was another guy that was passed out on the wall.
It's
We're like, let's take pictures with this motherfucker. So we sit down on the wall and we're taking pictures with him. And we look down and we see like this cash just hanging out of his pocket.
Oh no.
And our one friend, Socrates,
no.
who normally does the show with us, he reaches into his pocket. He's like, dude, I got like $20. And so during the course,
Those people.
pictures with this guy. You see me turn, you see me look back, you see me look again, and you see my hand reach, and then you see my hand in the air with a big wad of money in my hand. So we pretty much robbed this poor dude while he was drunk, passed out. He wasn't homeless, he was just drunk, passed out. And I was just like, oh, I guess this pays. We weren't the greatest of people when we were drinking. Like,
did you make a change?
well, knowing the fact that I only drink for this show, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, that's the show's gimmick. Other than that, I had the nickname Toilet Ripper for the longest time because I would go into the bar and rip a toilet out of the ground or rip a urinal off the wall. Just
Really?
Yes.
How the fuck do you do that?
Because someone would be like, oh, dude, rip this fucking
Oh,
toilet
you
out.
have to do that. Okay.
He's a pretty
Oh,
big guy. I
like,
don't think
and-
you can see him.
and-
He's a pretty big
like,
guy. He can rip a urinal off the wall.
The worst one, I was in the bathroom and I'm drunk and I'm at the urinal and I'm holding the pipe on the urinal that goes out like this. And I have my head down and I don't even know if I'm pissing in the urinal or what. I'm pissing. And someone was pulling the rings off of the pipe. And they're like, come on, motherfucker, pull yours off. So I'm sitting there.
Oh my God.
So I pull and I'm holding the pipe and the pipe rips off the wall and water just shoots all the way up against the wall, goes across me. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, fuck. And mind you, this is a bar that we terrorize all the time. The bouncer comes in, he's like, oh, what the fuck is going on in here? One of the other wrestlers like, man, I don't know. We're trying to piss. We're getting with water. Dude ran out that way or whatever. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, thank you. And the whole time I'm standing there behind the bar with my wet pants as they're fucking freaking out, trying to figure out what happened. I'm like, yeah, it's time to go. Like,
It's still out.
what's up?
Your dick was still out, basically.
It may have been. It may have been. I don't know. Like
What was the turning point that made you change into a good person?
it's when I met my wife.
God bless her.
That's what happened.
But you know, karma every once in a while comes
Yeah.
and get you because when your basement flooded, you should have been
Yes,
thinking about
yes.
that.
Well, I'm sitting there doing medieval torture, scooping water out of my basement. I'm like, this is why I'm here. I think back to this man that I robbed when I was drunk. And yes, like, so here, let me check the stream real quick. So pretty much we don't have any response, but I think Caitlin and Natasha clearly took that for
Obviously.
Superfight.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like the hose is what screwed us over. And one of the questions in the thread that I saw, and have either one of you two done any pee videos? Either way, like back
that
or forth.
Jason
Like,
again?
it is Jason. Jason
Jason.
likes pee. I don't know what it is. Like, Jason tunes in every week and he always asks about pee. And I mean, if he wants, I can pee in a cup and mail it to him. Like, I mean, like that's
I don't think he wants your pee though.
I could just write Natasha on the thing. And
Just
then it's
right.
yeah.
And then we can make a new soft drink called Nice Pea.
Yeah. He takes off the lid and he
You ever thought
smells
about
it,
that?
and then he drinks it and
We
goes,
need
"This
some,
isn't
we need the marketers on this now.
Well, I did a video where I drank pee once,
Oh,
or he peed in my mouth.
okay.
Yeah, and I don't remember if I swallowed it or not. I don't think I did. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Caitlin?
It was just like, you want to make an extra $500, and I don't know why the whole day was kind of trashy to begin with. So I guess I was just in that mindset. And then he's like, you want to make an extra $500? I was like, sure. And so he just he did that. But I don't remember if I swallowed it or not. It's on the internet.
Man, it's only like $500. Like, I mean, I feel like back in the day, if someone was like, "Hey, this girl will drink your pee if you give her $500," I feel like I would just drive right to the ATM. Like, I mean, I don't know what I would be thinking, but at that point, it would just sound like a good idea, especially if I was a few drinks deep and a few toilets ripped. I just, oh, all right.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was part of the video. It was super weird, but there's like a huge request for it. Like, my fans have been asking me for more and to like swallow it and everything. I used to date a guy who used to want to pee on my tits after we would fuck, like in the shower. And I actually kind of liked it, except that it smelled like Cheerios, but I liked how warm it was.
Cheerios. That's an
You
interesting.
know how pee smells like Cheerios?
Yeah, it does. I've never thought about that before. It smells just like Cheerios.
Does
I
it-
would always go
I-
on that.
I don't- like what if he ate like a bunch of like you ever eat a bunch of asparagus and then they get that
Oh,
weird like
God.
asparagus smelling pee, but
Ooh.
it's just like at that point it's like swamp thing pee that's like it's like alien piss at some fucking
It's
point.
very potent. I wouldn't say it smells exactly like asparagus, but it's
Yeah.
pretty potent.
And speaking of which, Natasha, of course you have OnlyFans as well. I don't think there's anybody out there who has OnlyFans. What are some of the weirdest requests you've gotten or gotten recently? Like that, like I'm sure you get. I know a lot of people get a lot of weird shit. Like, do you have this guy that just keeps going? Look, I need you to do this. It involves a guy in a camel costume
and some urine.
Yes.
I don't know. I think the weirdest thing is it's all probably tapping out at just like mommy stuff and pee stuff.
Tons of it.
Yeah. The weirdest thing I've ever gotten was to like milk my boobs. And he bought me like one of those, what are they called? Where it like milks a woman's boobs when she's
Yeah.
pregnant and
Right.
puts it in the
Breast
bottom.
pump?
I still have it.
But that's the
Breast
thing.
pump.
Can you milk your boobs? Like, can you milk without being
No.
pregnant?
Well, I was briefly pregnant at one point a long time ago. So one of my nipples can do it.
Wow.
It just still has that
That's
feature.
awesome. Even now?
That's awesome. It doesn't squirt, but yeah, when I'm like cycling.
Well, you just made a new subscriber because Daddy wants some milk.
I think that's cool.
it tastes sweet. Go with
It's just like it's not this one, it's
Huh.
this one. And like, yeah, like so that's weird. Like I never
Wow.
knew that like it's so that's kind of like a lingering thing. So now anybody who watches this, they're gonna be like, so we heard about that one titty milk. What about the like if someone, how much would it cost if someone asked you to fill up like a container of
There you go.
milk and then send it over to
There
them?
you go.
I
Like,
don't know if I have that much going on. I think I could maybe fill up like half a teaspoon.
Well, listen, we can make it.
what if it's like
Listen, we
a
can make
couple
this
month
work, right?
process? Like what if you like teaspoon
Wouldn't
it,
it dry
Every
out?
single
put it
day.
in the
Put it
fridge?
in the freezer?
Yeah.
What's
Little
that?
by little.
What's that prime energy drink shit? You can get that and mix it together,
Oh yeah,
and you
yeah.
can just call it nice milk.
Oh yeah,
Fill the
nice,
shelves up.
nice milk.
There's already a brand of foods called Nice.
Ah, fuck
Oh,
that.
God damn.
Bullshit. Well, we'll buy them out. Fuck that.
They don't have a porn star back in them.
Yeah, we'll be like, hey, look at this trick that Natasha can do. Okay. Look, now, okay. And then we just sign the paperwork when looking towards the one booth.
I
just
think you would
firing
win that
out.
fight. I think like they'd be like, sure, yeah,
Yeah.
it's your
let's-
brand now.
Let's
Take
do
it.
it.
What does it taste like? It's just really sweet.
It's not like super sweet, but it just has like a little sweet taste to it. And like only a drop ever comes out. So it's just like a drop of like, I don't know, sweet milk.
Hmm.
So have you drank it directly from the source, like
Interesting.
directly from the tap?
Yeah. Well, when I suck on my nipples and I'm doing like a webcam show and it comes out, yeah, I'll totally, indulge in that. Why not?
Now I'm gonna have that thought in my mind, probably until I am deceased.
Wow.
So now that you do, so now you're gonna get requests for that now. Like someone's gonna be like, I want you to just drink your titty for an hour. And it's just like, you can fake that. Like, I mean, that's the thing, because they don't know if you're actually like high seeing, like drink boxing your own nipple. Like that's like they just
Can you
like
do
yeah,
that?
like
How do you do
you
that,
don't
Ray?
know. Like
Tell me, Ray. How
I mean,
that
if you
happens.
squeeze it, does it come out at like more like velocity at that point? Like I mean, like
It doesn't, I think I could get enough to squeeze out that it like drips out and like falls, but it's not going to really come out like a
so it's not
squall.
gonna come out like a super soaker like that.
Sorry, that's all fantasy realm.
That could have been the way she could have got through the peer fight. Like, she's
She's like in
put
shooting
somebody in the
range.
eye with like just titty milk. Oh
Wow.
Jesus Christ in heaven!
Wow. After all these years, that's amazing. Actually,
Yeah.
What we're gonna do, and Natasha, you've played this game before. Caitlin, you've been here for our HHPod Rumble. We're gonna play IncoHearant. So IncoHearant, what we're going to do, we're going to show a series of cards up on the screen. They're going to be in drunken lingo, and you need to sound them out and figure out what they say. So let me go ahead and get these ready. And of course, shout out to Jupiter Jetson. She's our 2023 HHPod Rumble champion. Her belt is actually finished. She should be getting that later on in the month. And I'll show some photos for some of the people at home momentarily. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get this first card up here. And Natasha and Caitlin, you guys can work together on this if you want to. What does this first card say?
What the fuck does that?
Here, out of experience.
Experience is the second word. And one of the hints is a pleasurable activity. The reason why you have
Erotic games.
Erotic experience.
erotic experience.
Got
That
it.
is it. There you go. All
That's
right.
it.
All right. So what do you think that one is? And it's not eggs blower.
Explorer. Explorer.
Were these text messages?
Those are my text messages.
Yes, I probably have sent text messages like this before. So this one is testing the waters. I always tell everybody try to like sound,
Explorers.
what was that?
Explorers.
You're close. You're close.
Exploring your ass.
Exploring your is the first 2 out of 3 words. This says testing the waters, and when you
But
realize
exploring
there's
your
more
ass could
life
be part of this.
than the
Yeah,
one way
yeah.
you satisfy yourself. You would be exploring your what?
Hex you. Or exploring your sexuality.
Yes,
Yay.
sexuality. All right,
Exploring
cool. So here
sexuality.
is the last one, and that's showing up really small for some reason. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit stop there, and I'm just going to hold it up
Oh,
right.
this is an
Oh,
actual
Wet ass pussy.
Yeah.
Getting- oh well.
I don't know why it showed
What?
up that small.
You know, you got that wet ass pussy.
Oh, that's funny.
So we end this with Cards Against Humanity roulette. So Natasha, you played Cards Against Humanity before, right?
Sorry,
All
gotta
right.
get
So
stuff here.
we obviously can't have cards in front of you, so we do it roulette style. We're going to read off the black face card, and then you're going to choose a number 1 through 6 to answer these cards. So the first one is, but before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you blank. So what do you think? 1 through 6.
Oh. 3.
3.
How did I do that? I just picked the card that you.
All right. So it says, and you get 2 rebuttals. So if you don't like the answer, you can choose 2 more times. But before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you a sassy black woman. So do you like that answer, or do you want to choose a different answer?
Let's go with 5.
5. All right. That's 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh Lord.
All right. But before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you curly fries that are so good that you quit ISIS.
Let's go one more time with number 1.
Number 1.
Also, I want something like vicious and terrible.
That one. Are all
Yeah, but you picked one.
All right. But before I kill you, Mr. Bond, you know what? Here, get rid of this one. We're going
All
to
right,
give her this one. But
Something-
before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you scrotal frostbite.
Thank you.
Bad
That's
than that.
pretty vicious, man.
That is pretty
Yeah.
good.
The other one was the end of all life on Earth. And I was like, no, we're not.
That's just
He doesn't care about that. He's about to die.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to do another one.
Scrotal
This one has 2 answers. So Natasha, you're going to pick a number, and then Caitlin's going to pick a number. So this one is adventure, romance, blank, from Paramount Pictures, blank. So Natasha, you're going to pick one between 1 and 8.
This would be so much more fun if we could see the options. But okay, number 8.
Number 8.
8.
All right.
It's the very last
All right.
one.
And Caitlin, what do you think?
1 through 8.
Yeah.
5.
5. All right. So
Sorry.
adventure, romance, John Wilkes Booth. From Paramount Pictures, Roland the Farter, Flactulus to the King. So do you ladies like that, or do you ladies want to rebuttal and
John
choose
Wilkes
other
Booth,
cards?
he's the one that killed Lincoln, right? Is
Yes,
that it? Yeah.
he's the one who exploded Lincoln's brains all over the theater.
Yeah, and an opera.
Yeah.
Or
So
whatever.
do you ladies want to choose another card, or do you
I like my card.
like your card? Okay, so you had John Wilkes Booth.
I want to change mine.
I want to change yours. All right, what number do you want, Caitlin?
Number 3.
Number 3. All right. So, adventure romance John Wilkes Booth from Paramount Pictures, injecting speed into one arm and horse tranquilizer into the other.
Wow.
There's a lot.
Okay.
Sounds on
Yeah.
point. with the
That's
There's
a
a lot
intense movie.
going on there. There is a lot going on. So that is our Ode to Humanity game segment. And Natasha, of course, you've had like a lot of scenes. Of course, you've had a scene with Milfy. We had Reagan Fox on Sunday. Milfy is kind of new. Like I haven't seen a lot from Milfy. I think she said they've done maybe 5 or 6 scenes, and I think yours was a tennis scene. Like
Yeah.
when you, like and I haven't seen it yet, which is a rare commodity because I think I've seen almost everything you've done. With that, did you play any tennis at all during that?
I think while they were setting up their lights and stuff, I was maybe bouncing a ball on the racket, but nothing for the camera. No.
Do you
Just-
actually like know how to play tennis? Like, have you ever played tennis before?
I played, like in PE class when they make you play.
Yeah.
Yeah. That-
I played like I wonder if they can do a scene where someone's like playing competitive badminton. Like competitive badminton.
Badminton was
Would be, and I hated hitting that thing because I was always so uncoordinated that I would hit the badminton thing to where it was like the weird plastic net part on the bottom, and then it would like just arrow me in the face. I would be like, what the fuck kind of, and it had like that hard, like kind of bouncy ball material on the fucking front that would like almost blind your ass like halfway to death. Like with Milfy, are they like, I guess, do they do a lot of these steam scenes like that? Like, is that kind of their gimmick, or is that just what they had just for that scene in general?
You mean like, do they do a lot of tennis?
Like just like theme scenes. Like, is that the thing? Because like I know it's all the MILF stuff, but is every scene they do kind of like more so like themed, like, oh well, we're gonna do tennis, or hey, we're gonna do you're in a bowling alley. Like, is it like stuff like that, or
sport oriented?
bowling alley would be yeah, like bowling alley
Kind
would
of hot, like a MILF, bowling team. I would watch that. Yeah, I think there were a few themes going on, but that not every single scene had like that strong of a theme. I think other ones were just more, I don't know, like MILF next door almost kind of vibe, like not necessarily a theme the way tennis is a strong theme.
Yeah. And now that I brought it up with bowling, have any of you guys ever went to a bowling alley
I'm so
either
bad.
done or seen someone try to go underneath where the lane is and get swept
Yes,
underneath by the sweeper?
I have.
The sweeper.
Yes. Like my first 5 years of working, I worked at a bowling alley as a mechanic, and no bullshit, there were 4 times where I had to power the machine down and hand crank the machine backwards because somebody got drunk, slid underneath, and got swept down underneath the machine, and the pin setter came down on top of them.
oh god.
And yeah, the one lady almost lost her fucking arm
Oh my
because
God.
it came down like on her arm and trapped her arm between the pin setter machine and the gutter. So her arm was just kind of, you know how your arm bends this way? Her arm was just kind of like bent the other way. And I backed it up, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, you're
She's
probably,
screaming.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God. Fuck.
And like thankfully my shift was done, so I was like, I'm not cleaning any of this shit
Oh
up.
shit.
Like
I was about to
I'm,
like, yeah, that's not
no,
me.
I'm
Just roll out.
I'm out of here. Like the worst thing was, you ladies probably don't have this up your way. Have you ladies ever seen duck pin bowling?
See
Yes.
what?
Duck pin bowling.
Yes, in Atlanta, they had it.
Okay, so not a lot of places have it. Maryland has it all over the place, but it's pretty much bowling pins are like this big and like bowling balls that you can hold in your hands. And I've had so many people come in and take pictures because they've never seen duck pin bowling before. But they would have a duck pin lane here and a regular traditional 10-pin lane here. And there'd be so many times that I would get a call in the back saying lane 12 is jammed and lane 13 is jammed because some drunk asshole threw a duck pin into the 10-pin lane or a 10-pin into the duck pin lane. And now it's all fucked up and smoke is. And
Do you really bowl drunk that often? I thought you would focus for bowling.
The alcohol
like
level
rock
up.
and bowl and
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
people would come in and do some fierce, stupid shit during fucking rock and bowl. It was completely.
It was like Saturday
Unreal.
Night Fever up in
Yeah.
there, man. Rock and roll, hell yeah, dude.
That would actually be a good porn scene, like the rock and bowl, like porn scene. Like,
Lebowski
yeah,
kind of.
yeah, that would be actually pretty.
Okay, Ray,
fucking
calm
awesome.
down. Calm down. All right.
And
Take a
Natasha,
breather.
have you done like? Of course, the AVNs came up, and
Uh-huh.
in January. Have you done any like conventions or anything like that?
Since then, no, I haven't. I'm still thinking about maybe doing Exotica, New Jersey and Washington, DC, just because I really want to go to DC.
You-
But nothing's quite set in stone yet. And then I was in Europe during the Miami one. So
you should do Exotica DC because we will be at Exotica DC and we'll be hanging out. And Washington DC, or actually, I'm sorry, we will be at Exotica
Where?
Jersey,
Going to Jersey.
but DC is our neck of the woods. So
I
we
was
live
in DC yesterday or today. That's where I flew from. I didn't know that.
really.
Yeah.
So you were in BWI, yeah. Exotica was a blast when we did it last year. DC was a little quiet, but everybody told us that New Jersey is really fun to go to because everybody goes to that one. So if you come, we'll see you there. You
Are you
know,
guys gonna have a booth or you're just
We-
going?
we wanted to do a booth, but the booth was like super expensive. And just right now, it's something we just want to be able to justify. But we will be recording all kinds of shit. I'm actually looking for some fun in-person games and just other like random shit to do while we're there. So if you're there, we'll definitely, shoot some fun stuff while we're
Yeah.
there.
I can look into it. We'll see how much work it involves and if I can just tag along with somebody on their booth.
Yeah.
But DC I figured would be fun because then I could just go see all the sites if it gets boring at the show.
Well, keep in mind with DC, they advertise it as DC, but it's actually in Chantilly, Virginia.
Right.
Chantilly, Virginia is about, I would say, 45 minutes to an hour from DC itself. But we get that a lot, like the Maryland, DC, Virginia corridor. They kind of consider all that like the DC area. So it's not right directly in DC,
Right.
but you can still
I
come
would
down
say
and-
the pie pies
see
around that way was really good, but but I was also stoned off my rocker.
You
while I
were,
was there,
you were,
so
dude. He ate a whole entire fucking thing.
edible, yeah.
Edible, a Captain Crunch edible.
How many milligrams? How many
Yeah,
milligrams?
like it was like this big, and he kept on eating pieces throughout the whole thing. And when we got there, it was Matt. Once we started, Matt
Yeah.
was gone. Like, I don't know who the hell. It was
I
like
was
he
somewhere else,
chugged the
man.
Four Loco and just went to a different fucking dimension. And
I
Yeah.
love soda.
Natasha, with all that, with all the conventions you've done, have you had like any like crazy, like weird convention experiences?
Fuck, I feel like everything's so normal. I mean, I've like fucked people, and all the times that I got drunk at them, I don't really remember. So I feel like I've gotten lost at one or two. Went to a strip club, don't know how I got back to my hotel room. That whole, shenanigan, but nothing too crazy. Just another day in porn world.
So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to get into two more quick things and we're going to let both of you ladies get out of here. The first one is another news article. Have you guys ever heard of the man with two dicks?
Oh man, I just heard
You
about
really
that.
have two dicks?
Yes. So,
Well, I
There-
didn't look into it. So I need to know more.
so
about
it
this,
says
too.
meet the man with two perfectly working penises.
That's what I want to ask if they were.
Balls.
And it
Wow.
says when
Yeah, four balls.
When Thomas Jefferson penned the term all men are created equal, I'm sure he wasn't expecting this. Meet the man with two penises who isn't afraid to use the two dicks that were bestowed upon him.
Well,
It
yeah, of
goes
course.
without saying that there's a not safe for work tag on this one. If you've ever found yourself wondering, can a man have a double penis? The answer is yes. It's
Never
called
known that.
diphilia. And diphilia affects about 1 in 505 million American men, which is caused by an irregular hemiobox gene expressed during the 4th week of pregnancy. The end result, 2 penises, of course. Let's see. So
let's see.
What's up?
Can we see a picture?
I don't think we could show it on YouTube.
I'm already Googling it.
But if you go on Twitter, look up the name Double Dick Dude on Twitter, because that's what he goes by. Double Dick Dude on Twitter.
Oh, he has a Twitter.
Yeah, this bloke certainly has not been shy about the 2 penis situation going on between his legs. While the condition is often accompanied by other congenital conditions, often causing insuperable defects, the Diphelia disorder images online will demonstrate. Double Dick Dude has used his fully functional 4th leg to its full capacity. That's right.
They're 2 penises, literally.
Yeah. And they're fully working. He has like 73,000 followers on Twitter.
Wait, can he use both of them at the same time?
I believe so. It says his prostate gets inflamed, and if he doesn't ejaculate enough, he's probably the only dude with a legit reason to orgasm at least once or twice a day.
That makes sense.
And it says when Double Dick Dude was asked if he has a favorite penis, he also replied, yes, the right one, and the left one has a grudge against me for it too. He wasn't so imagine like how does that work? So like I can't believe
8 inches flaccid. What?
I can't believe that this dude isn't in porn, because
not only is he blessed with 2 dicks,
like,
but he's
got like
so
like
Christ.
from the photos it shows that his dicks are side by side like this.
Yes.
So he could do double penetration by himself. Like that's the whole thing. Like he could literally do double penetration on his own. Like she's like, what the Natasha's like, I need to find this, man.
I would so do that. Yeah.
Of course. I was
double hand job. I wonder if it hurts him to spread them apart though.
I don't know. Oh,
so
you're doing that shit like you're milking a cow at that point.
But then you could do
so they're side by side?
Yeah.
I am
very much so.
I don't make a habit of watching.
So with a tit fuck, he can basically like V that shit and just fuck an entire titty. He can fuck that milky tit like just by itself with like the 2
sideways.
Like like because I was gonna
they're not one on top of the other, they're like side by side, like fangs hanging down.
Yeah.
I've never felt so genetically inferior.
I feel like that when this Tasha's gonna be like, direct message, I need you for a scene. Like or she's like, not even for a scene, like, where are you and are you available right now? Like,
but do they both get hard at the same time, or do they have different temperaments?
I don't know.
Well, I have a picture where they're both getting hard at the same time, except for the left one doesn't, like, the head doesn't really pop up as much as the right. So maybe that's why his right is his favorite.
She's like, I need to find this image. She's like, you can see her, like, oh my God. Like, so do they
feel good about themselves or weird?
Well, he said here, let's see. In the article, it said that sometimes it does hurt. So here, let me see it. It was on here somewhere. It says, unexpectedly, the very person who helped him reveal to the world on Tumblr, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to know that. Does it hurt? Like, that's all right. So he did release a Kindle #1 best-selling book, Double Header, My Life with 2 Penises. I think I need to buy Double Header. And it delves into how Diphelia has impacted his life. In an interview with BBC Newsbeat, he discussed growing up with his condition, with his parents asking him to keep it private. No, fuck. Look, I'm sorry, but if I'm in school and I got fucking 2 dicks,
there's nothing to do with his cocks.
I'm showing my 2 dicks to everybody.
Yeah.
Like when you helicopter with 2, Matt, you used to helicopter.
Oh.
Right.
So imagine helicoptering with 2 dicks. That's
would get entangled.
Like that's a propropeller at that point. Like you can like be like a boat in the water.
Do they come at the same time?
Yeah, that's what I was
amazing. I would love that.
He said, I didn't want other guys to be jealous or feel bad that they didn't have 2. It was never put into my head that they might hate me because I had 2, or they might think that I was weird, he remembered. And
he's very humble. That's nice.
Yeah. And it says, FYI, I'm only 1 to 1.5 inches longer than what I used to be. I don't know what the hell that means.
So
is
it
that?
came up later in life?
Hold on. Just two. It says, hold on. The internet's most famous man with two dicks. Here he is in all of his. Oh, okay. So it had a file there and it said not found. So it had
Oh
something
yeah,
to do
you
with
can't show
whatever
that.
that was. Yeah.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
You can't-
Oh, it says there's a fair amount of Reddit penis out there, but nothing as legendary as the two dick man, of course. If you find two penises to be eternal, and you may find his Reddit orgasm inducing. For those who haven't yet graced the hollow halls of Double Dick Dude's Reddit, you're in for a treat. His 2014 Reddit AMA is easily the most successful in the platform's history and continues to deliver the goods time and time again. Lo and behold, the first double dick penis Reddit has ever seen. Here's a few of the favorite comments. It says, the greatest nickname. It says, you wish. Double D was my nickname in school, so adding dude was the only logical. I don't need a username to embody what I say on a weekly basis, then have that done to me. It says, can you write your first and last name in the snow simultaneously?
Okay, that's the winner.
All right. So here's another one. Has a female ever asked you to put both inside her at once? Oh, so he actually responds to all these. He's like, yep, many. And they were like, how did it go? And he said very nicely. She complained later that her cervix was poking out and that her hole was huge. She kept coming back for more for at least 3 months. LOL. And then they asked if you
I
don't
was like, put me on that list.
yeah, it's like I mean, both of you could fuck him at once. Like that's the wild thing about it is that, you know, there could be a party and both just walk in and it's like he's fucking one while the other is sucking him off. Like there's so many possibilities, but I'm curious too, like, do both of those dicks come at the same time, or is it like some sort of weird thing where like he goes to come and they like kind of go like this?
Yeah. Is the pleasure doubled or is it halved?
Right.
No, it's like double. What is it like that gum? Double your pleasure, double your fun. I guess. Like
Right.
I don't know. Like, but
Couldn't imagine.
like,
I'm sitting here
like,
trying to imagine how.
imagine though, like you're starting to grow up, and like you're
his,
not.
his nuts are normal, right? He has.
That's an interesting question. Okay, you know what? I need.
Oh yeah, we forgot.
I'm
to-
only thinking
Does he
I
have
need-
two nuts?
Okay, so I need to know. So double.
Yeah, he only has one set of balls. So,
Okay, so he has one. So he has one set of balls. Okay. Oh, and when you go to Google, his Reddit pops right up. Like that's the second search result is his Reddit. So let me go to his Reddit. I know I'm probably going to regret this for pulling this up on my podcast computer.
That must take a lot
Um,
from his nuts, then, if you
but-
think about it.
Yeah, I mean, like
I'm not like
how
scientifically. I'm not a
yeah, how
doctor. or
far are
anything,
his
but-
balls? Like that's like.
they're big.
Wow.
But apparently, I don't think he's
That's
ever
very
shown
interesting.
photos of himself. I don't think he like. I think it said in that article when I read through it earlier, he's never shown a photo of himself.
No, I saw his face.
Did it
Okay.
show his face?
Oh.
Okay, so maybe.
You got braver, I guess.
So, I will say this, Natasha or Caitlin, if you guys reach out to Double Dick Dude, and you guys do something with Double Dick Dude, I need some sort. I need like. In my life,
send us a
I
text
need
message,
to
like, yeah.
see something like that. Like I sit there and I see people in my everyday life and I see like this, like just goblin of a human being walking down the road. I often think I need to know how they fuck. Like, I mean, that's the thing. And like, sometimes I'm even
That's
just kind of like,
interesting,
I'll
Ray.
just look at my wife and I'm just like, can I need to know how they fuck. Like, I want to know how this creature from the Black Lagoon just throws it down. Like, you know, those are weird thoughts to go through. So when I saw earlier, when I was looking stuff up for the show and I saw Two Dick Dude, I was like, I don't like, I'm watching whatever content he has out there.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
I
definitely
like,
gonna
I
watch
just
it,
like,
yeah.
yeah, like, especially if he like does like a scissor type. Like, I wonder if he can do a trick where he like just kind of goes
I
like,
mean, you guys can flex your dicks. I'm sure he can do it with his.
oh,
wow.
that's right.
Wow.
Shit.
Oh my God, the possibilities. No way.
So with that, what we're going to do the last couple of weeks, we found a list that said 800 different terms for the penis, and we've been going over 5 or 10 terms each week. And you guys let us know if you've heard any of those terms or if they're new to you. We're actually currently in the B's for them. So let me get down to where we were. I think we were, where were we? We were 31. So number 31 is bullocks. Bullocks is one of the terms.
I thought that
You know?
meant bullshit.
Yeah, I thought it was bullshit too.
Yeah. Another one is baloney party, or no, baloney
Pony.
baloney pony. Baloney pony. I don't think I've
Baloney
ever heard anybody consider their dick the baloney pony.
Well, now
Like,
it is.
Circumcised cock, maybe?
and then of course you have bolt, you have bone, you have boner,
Sooner.
boo boo, a boomstick,
I've heard that.
boot, a bopper, and a Botswana beef bayonet.
What's
I'm gonna name my dildo that.
what's Botswana? Where's that? What's a Botswana?
Yeah, I don't know. Like the
I'm gonna look that up
Botswana
now.
beef bayonet.
Botswana.
Like, so does Two Dick Dude have like two different penis names? Like, is one like the Botswana beef bayonet and the other one's just Greg? Like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, the one that's his favorite has like the cool name, and the one that he doesn't like as much. I wonder.
This
like,
one's
see,
Pepe.
I'm like down a rabbit hole now. Like, does he use one more so over the other? Like, I mean, like, is one he's like, you're gonna watch me fuck her. Like the other one has to watch sadness, as the other one does.
Like a
everything
cuck
else.
situation.
Right, like a cuck. Yeah. It's like the one's a cuck. It's like, you're gonna watch me get all this.
Yeah.
He
You're
holds
gonna
it.
watch her take this big
Watch
cock.
this shit Son of a bitch.
Oh
God.
shit.
Oh my god! And of course we're
That guy's my new fucking hero now.
and of course we're in the live thread, and someone Mamon said, does Natasha and Caitlyn get double teamed on the regular during their personal time off cam?
No.
Yeah, okay. So
No, you gotta pay to see that shit.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
unless they meet up with Double Dick Dude, because Double Dick Dude is getting double teamed all at like one time with one.
No, the hands count. You need 4 hands and 4 legs and 2 mouths for it to be double teaming.
Okay.
What if
That's to the energy.
he goes out and gets Dr. Octopus, like the Dr. Octopus arms from Spider-Man, and then like he attaches like a Michael Myers mask to like the side of his face? Like, is it still considered like double team, like at that point?
No, it needs to come from different angles. You need to be completely manhandled from all 365. You know what I mean? If it's just coming from one side, it doesn't really feel the same.
And
It's like
Natasha,
a guy fucking you with a dildo.
okay,
Seeing the dildo in the ass.
that makes sense. And Natasha, real quick, we're gonna ask one more thing, and then we're gonna let you ladies get out of here. So Reagan Fox was telling us something. Apparently now they're doing VR stuff where they're doing like skins of
Yes.
adult stars. And Caitlin, this applies for you also. Have either one of you done it to where this machines went around you 360 and created a digital version of you?
yourself.
I've seen it, but I have not done that.
Okay.
What do they use it for?
There's
Virtual porn, basically.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's kind of like a Sims porn. Like
Yeah, and then you can move them and you know, yeah, it was a Sims, but with porn, they can fuck and everything, dance.
it said it was called JOI City. That's what it was called. Joy City, JOI City is what it was for. And I'm just kind of like,
They were starting that like when I first joined, which was like a year and a half ago. I walked on set and I think it was I forgot his name. One of the guys on there had that done. They were showing me how you can control them.
But do they own the rights to your image at that point?
yeah, that's what I'm with,
That's
because
something
like that's the thing. It's just kind of like, you know, when you retire, like, can they just do like a digital version of you
Without your consent.
in the movie? Like that's the whole thing. Like I don't understand.
So it's kind of like freezing your younger self and then using it later.
Yeah, but not in a porn.
That's
video.
what I'm doing.
Yeah, because
I'm 100% gonna do that now. And as my older self, I'm gonna come back and fuck myself in virtual reality.
Have you guys done any
Sounds
of that?
awesome.
Like the freeze, like the
Oh yeah.
like freeze in place porn? Because I know Natasha has done it, the free use stuff. That's a word we use all the time. We're like, is it free use? Because we'll do free use. That's the whole thing, like free use. But have you done anywhere like you've been like frozen in place and then someone just kind of moves you around and does whatever because you're
There's a word. for that.
frozen in place? Yeah, I forgot what the word is for it.
There's like a kink like word
Yeah.
for that type.
Frozen in place. No, I don't think I've done that. I think I did an alien tentacle thing like a long time ago like when I was 18.
Oh,
I got like fucked by tentacles.
oh.
Ray's like, I missed that one. Now he's
I
got
always wanted to do that.
So, and of course, there's a site called Parasited. Also, have you heard about that? Like, would you do? There's a site called Parasited where they have like these digital like bugs, and they're like giant like parasite bugs, and they like have like the actress like act like they're being fucked, but like then they like digitally impose like a giant like cockroach like crawling inside of them and like coming out of their mouths and shit.
It's a bit,
And I'm just kind of like, what am I watching? Meanwhile, I'm sitting there with stuff in my hand about to go at myself. I'm like, I'm not watching this, but I don't seen so much shit. This is where I'm at.
I don't mean to kink shame, whatever you're into, but that's a little strange.
That is weird.
A little bit.
It's very strange, and I'm very
Roaches in my fantasies.
So, Natasha, what we're going to do, we're going to let you go ahead and get ready to get out of here. We might hang out for a little bit longer here on YouTube Live. But Natasha, thank you for coming back on the show. It's been probably about like a year or so since you've been here. I know, stuff came up. We had to reschedule a couple of times. But where can everybody find you, and what all do you have coming up?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on the show. You guys have been a blast. Hour just zoomed by. You can find me on OnlyFans and on Twitter. I have an Instagram now. We'll see how long it lasts, but my Instagram.
You have like 3 Instagrams, don't you?
I do. It's Let Natasha Live 4, Let Natasha Live 5, and Let Natasha Live 6.
Then that
way, 17,000 followers.
Then that way, if Instagram and Mark Zuckerberg decides that Natasha isn't going to live on 4, then she goes to live on 5, and then she goes to live on 6.
And then I'll just create 7, 8, 9 when those cease to exist, and we'll just do this till the end of time. And then my Twitter is Be Nice Natasha, and OnlyFans is Be Nice Natasha as well.
My favorite thing is on Twitter when like I post something. Let's say I post like an old video from our last interview, and it's of you, and all of a sudden I get Natasha Nice like, "Hi," and I'm just like, you do know that I'm posting content from somebody that was on my show that I know how to directly contact. How do you think this is going to work? Like
it's a numbers game or something?
Yeah.
like what do you think is, and next thing I'm going to ask them is, can you or can you not squirt milk out of your one nipple? And if they say yes or no, then that's going to be the deciding factor. And I'm just kind of like, I hope they didn't watch this episode. They're going to know the answer to this. So, Natasha, of course, thank you very much. I know you're also not feeling all that well as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you go ahead and get ready to get out of here. Before you go, can you do a plug for us real quick? All right. So let me go ahead and pin you real quick. And right there. And then whenever you're ready, just say, hey, this is Natasha Nice, and you're watching the Happy Hour podcast.
Okay. Hey, this is Natasha Nice, and you're watching the Happy Hour podcast.
All right, Natasha, thank you as always. Let me know 100% in advance if you're coming to Exotica in Jersey. I'll get you some shirts.
Okay.
I'll order them and have them delivered to my place, and I'll bring them to you.
I'm going to promote it as soon as I, confirm it. If I confirm it, I'll look into it.
All right, yeah, because we have a brand new shirt provider, all kinds of designs, all kinds of cool stuff. So, but all right, cool. Well, thank
you so much, guys.
All right, we'll be in touch.
Bye.
Bye, Caitlin.
Bye, nice to meet you.
All right, so we're going to continue on here on YouTube Live. Natasha's probably going to go find the 2-dick dude or whatever and all that. It's going to be like, no, he was mine first. Like, I want to discover him. And Caitlin, honestly, thank you for coming in and co-hosting. You're one of the rare guests that we had on that we had such a blast with, that we're like, we need to bring her back, very often. And I know a lot of times people, they'll see that you're on, they're like, oh man, Caitlin's made for this. Caitlin's,
Oh, thank you. That means a lot, guys. You guys are always a good time.
Yeah. I mean, like, what all you always do like a lot of wild things. I know the one time when you were on, you guest co-hosted, you went to it was like that party where you guys were all dressed up and all that. Like, have you done anything like that lately? Like, you're always traveling around and all this shit.
Yeah, I just finished a charity event in LA, I was again like that with an Instagram influencer. I love it. They don't care what you do as long as you have money, right? So porn and Instagram has been coinciding, which has been cool. But me and Crystal Rush, my really good friend, donated to help build schools for the children out in Beverly Hills. No, it was in Bel Air. It was a really good time.
Okay.
And other than that, I'm actually studying the art of sensual domination. And in the next 5 years, I'm going to become a full dom.
Wow. And Caitlin, do you have a little bit of time to still hang out?
Yeah, of course. Yes.
What we're going to do, we need to get to our ads real quick. I forgot all about ads. So we need to get to our ads real quick. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take a quick little break right here on YouTube Live, and then we'll be right back in about 4 minutes. And I want to get into the DOMs, like how that is, like if you're doing any kind of training for that or whatever when we get back. So real quick, we're going to take a quick break, show a quick trailer from Team Skeet, and we'll be right back here momentarily on the Happy Hour podcast.
Awesome. Oh, hold on.
Hey, it's Ninja.
Hi, I'm Brittany. We're live on the Happy Hour podcast. You can catch us at Brittany and Ninja on Strip Chat and Chatterate.
Thank you so much.
Come on, you guys, let's go.
Now we're going to be going on a trip.
Going to visit your Aunt Barb tomorrow.
Come on, guys, let's hit the road.
Family vacation!
I just found out that my mom is a famous porn director.
Fuck. I have been directing porn for a very long time. Are you getting hard right now?
Can you at least show me some of your porn?
I think we're getting pulled over. Fuck.
I'm gonna need everyone to step out of the vehicle. Have you guys done anything like this before?
You guys are so gorgeous.
Can I show you something?
It's fucking rim jobs. Oh, rose budding ass. Whoa, shit.
Derek Sharp, the owner of Curtain Jerker Designs, who does an amazing job. I'm blown away every single time, and his speed that he has getting everything back to us is immaculate.
Hit up Derek with Curtain Jerker Designs.
Look no further than Curtain Jerker Designs. Make sure you hit up Derek.
Derek Sharp, man. Hey, just want to say thank you for the posters, all the hard work you put into, man. We really appreciate you, man.
A shout out to Derek Sharp from Curtain Jerker Designs. Yo, dude. Just want to say, this poster, off the hook.
Hey, what's up, players? This is Hall of Famer Teddy Long, and I want to give a big shout out to my man Derek over there with Curtain Jerkers Designs.
If you are looking for the best graphics, the best designs, look up Curtain Jerker. I do.
Curtain Jerker Designs. That's who I use for any of my graphic designs, and you should too.
Thanks, Curtain Jerker Designs.
Big old shout out.
Hi, this is Reagan Fox, and you're watching the Happy Hour podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Happy Hour podcast. We're here on YouTube Live, and there you saw is a little bit of a preview of what the rest of the month has in store. We have 7 episodes this month, 7. So things are definitely staying busy. Of course, you guys never know what's going to happen. It could be me and Matt and Caitlin. It could be me, Matt and Tom Nutty. It could be me, Matt and somebody else, or it could be me and random other people. We like to keep this show completely
It's just one wild orgy up in
unpredictable.
here.
And of course, keep in mind, we are now a part of the Planet X network, which can be found exclusively on the Roku channel. So if you have the Roku channel, or if you can download the Roku channel, make sure you find the Planet X network. And all our episodes we do Friday nights, which are starting from episode 1 moving forward, and then we do Saturday nights with our current run episodes. So this episode and our episode with Reagan Fox will be next week, and you can either watch them streaming or you can do them on video demand. If you watch them streaming, it's 1 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern time, 10 p.m. Pacific time on those, or you can watch the videos on demand anytime, including right now. So make sure you go over, find Planet X over on our Twitter, and start watching some of our current run episodes. If you can't find them there, www.hhpod.com. And Caitlin, so you said that you're training to do like the domination stuff or dominatrix stuff. So is there classes that you guys like you do? A bunch of women just show up and just beat the shit out of some random man, and that's just the way it is? Like, how does that work?
So it's just like anything in the industry, you start at the bottom. I am starting with the camming aspect of it. I've always wanted to get into camming, but I just would go on there and I noticed girls were doing like so much for like $1, $2. And then you've got all these fuckers that are getting it for free in guest chat. And I'm like, no, there has to be a better way. So I was recruited by a man who's really awesome from Paradise Kitty. And he's a stream mate webcamming. But the way we're trained is called sensual domination. And it's the art of being able to get a man off with using words and acting out scenarios and storytelling without really showing much skin or ever touching yourself. It's like, because guys are already going on there, they already got their dicks in their hands, they're already ready to come.
They have 2 dicks in their hands.
What?
What if they have 2 dicks in their hands?
I mean, 2 dicks, 1 dick. Maybe one day he'll pop up on my campsite with his 2 dicks ready to go. That would be awesome. So yeah, they come on and it's like we are trained to be able to pick out what these fetishes are, because the guys that pay the most money are these sissy slaves and lonely guys. These horn dogs are on there for 2-3 minutes just getting their nut off. These other guys are looking for a better experience, an experience of story. So if you can get them, it's been a crazy cool experience. So I'm going to be studying that. I got trained for a week before I even got online. He was in my ear for the first 3 days, literally going through scenario after scenario. It's really cool to watch these girls, and take off nothing. I mean, the last 3 days I've made almost $1,000 and I have showed a titty. That's it. So I'm going to master this. This is something I'm going to be doing every single day. I'm getting online. I'm going to finesse my skills. And once I master the online version, I'm going to start studying the actual dominatrix aspect, because it's a very serious thing when it comes to this. Like, these guys are not joking. They're spending a lot of money. So you need to be able to know exactly how to be a dom. It's not just about beating the shit out of guys. It's about pain and pleasure, you have to have a balance. So I'm going to transition to that. It'll be in the next 5 years, but now, just finessing my skills.
So Caitlin, with that, and I'm not sure we've ever asked you this any of the times you've ever been here. God, like she totally finessed the light so much that
sorry about that.
Talking. Okay. But no, so have you, or are you training to do any ball smashing?
I've no, but I have actually in my escorting career. I do have a gentleman who has me do that. He has me kick him in the balls multiple times before he proceeds to get himself off by rubbing himself on the floor. But for the first 30 minutes, I'm kicking him pretty hard in the balls.
Because I was going to ask, because you said you were kicking, I was going to ask what your weapon of choice was, because I know a lot of use their heeled shoe straight.
He has me kick him with I have to wear these specific leather boots with this huge heel on them.
Okay. He just goes, "Can you wear Crocs?" And I just smash my balls. And it's funny because like during the break, like we always hop up, use the bathroom real quick. And Matt brought up while we were out there, because we're morons. He's like, he's like, could you imagine like this dude with the 2 dicks? And he's like, how when like you're a little kid and like your dick's not fully grown yet, and you sit there and you're like pushing it inside.
When you're
like,
experiencing,
experimenting
with your penis.
And it's like, could
Okay,
you imagine
Jesus,
that doing
Ray.
that with 2 penises? And you're just like,
I wonder when he realized he was different,
I was gonna ask that earlier.
And if his parents like prepared him, or they just kind of threw him out there into the world, and then one day he saw another kid's dick and he was like, whoa, that's not like mine.
He's in the showers at school and he's looking around like, are all these guys deformed? Like, I don't know,
exactly.
like, looking at him and he's not sure if he's the freak or the hero.
Right.
Because I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, if I did pro wrestling, so I'm in the locker room with a lot of naked men. Like, if I'm doing pro wrestling and I'm in a locker room and a dude with 2 dicks just comes walking in, because I had Jake the Snake Roberts naked this close to me. And like, that's the thing. And like, if he was that close and he had 2 dicks, like a part of me is going to just be like, can I touch those? Like, is this fake? Like, I need to like kind of like smack these together like some sort of like weird gong thing. I don't like, because it's something that's like, it's like, I'm not treating you like a freak, but also you're also kind of my hero because you can pleasure multiple women at like one time. So like,
either that or he's a huge disappointment, and he's like most men. He's double disappointment. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
That's the Dom thing coming.
Yeah. Like, so
men. I think men are amazing.
He's gonna get 2 extra followers tonight, one being Natasha and one being Caitlin Bell, if they haven't followed him already. And make sure if you get a hold of this guy, make sure you credit the Happy Hour podcast. Be like, hey, they did a story on you and we discovered you. So I need to record this because the hosts are sick bastards and they need to see how this works. Like, I wonder if like you can like sit on one like reverse cowgirl and then like kind of bridge yourself all the way back.
It sounds like you want to engage in something sexual with this guy. You have a lot of ideas.
I'm so intrigued.
You have so many ideas.
I'm just kind of like, I'm going to take both of these.
I was just kind of sitting here like, Ray, where are you going?
Like,
yeah.
The point where I'm like, I want
a little worried.
I want them to split. Like, I need them to just scissor open. Well, like, I mean, like, how can you not be amazed by that? Like, I mean,
okay,
that man,
you're in it for educational purposes. I understand.
I mean, like, I feel like if that man takes his pants off, like you're forced to just stare at those 2 dicks. Yeah, like do something. Like I don't know.
I gotta suck it.
Yeah, like I need to know.
Those dicks don't come around all day, every day.
Like you're kind of like wearing like one of those weird like Pope helmets because you're like sucking one and the other one's like down like this, like, or it looks like you have one of those weird things that like turkeys have when you're like blowing the other. Like, I wonder if like if one's been soft and the other one's been hard at like the same time. Like it kind of blows my mind.
I think you should reach out to him.
Yeah, I think we should get him on the show.
I think
we're like, I am a super fan.
Yeah, we should get him on the show, and we should bring Caitlin and Natasha back for that.
That would be awesome.
Caitlin, Natasha, double dick dude, have fun. We will watch this conversation transpire.
I would fly to Washington for that. Or to DC, sorry.
Yeah, she's like,
I was there today. I didn't even know you guys were there. I would have stayed.
Now we're in Baltimore, so I actually I'm not sure if you're here yet. We actually just got over not having power for 14 hours because the bad storm that rolled.
I heard about that when I landed. A bunch of trees were down, but the storm had passed by then.
Yeah, I have a sub pump in my house and it stopped working. So I had to scoop with water. I had to scoop with a cup water into a bucket and then dump it.
Yeah, one of my friends, his whole basement was flooded.
Yeah. So it was like a medieval torture.
Yeah.
So
I had power the whole time. But just no, I'm kidding. You could have came over, dude.
Caitlin, what we're going to go ahead and conclude this episode of the Happy Hour podcast. Of course, as I said, this is a rare week where we aired Sunday, Wednesday, and we're going to be back here on Friday. It's going to be myself and Dick Dangle from Dangling After Dark. He's going to be our special guest co-host, and our featured guest is Wendy Rain. Wendy Rain is going to be joining us right here on the show. That's going to be Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube Live. Make sure you click the subscribe button, and make sure you find us on the Planet X network on Roku. So if you don't want to watch it on that, you can just watch it on your TV or however. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to conclude. Caitlin, can you hang out for a second when we're done? Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and conclude here on the Happy Hour podcast. Thank you for everybody who tuned in tonight, and we will see you guys on Friday.